Hi folks, and welcome to an episode of Stars of Tomorrow, FM24 series. We look at young talent football manager and we see how they get on the course of their careers. If you're excited, hit that like button down below and subscribe as well to the channel. It helps get notification every FM video goes live. Let's get into it. This player is Leny Yoro, and like I said in the intro, you can get involved in this series by leaving your name. Well, it didn't say in the comment at the start, but if you've got a player you want me to feature in these videos, leave his name, position, nationality, club, all that stuff down below in the comment section, and I'll get around to doing it as quick as I possibly can. Not everyday videos, these are every other day because it takes a while to simulate stuff. But yeah, we've got today's player, Leny Yoro, obviously famous, recently made headlines to sign for Manchester United, very highly rated centre back. Never signed football manager, never seen him in it. Actually, I don't think I've ever played against him in football manager this year. And all my big team saves, or big games I've played against, never once seen him play against me. It's not to my memory anyway. So I thought I'd look at him see how he gets on with football manager. But again, like I said, leave a comment down below if you've got a player want to feature. So his potential is 180, which I've set it manually to, which I do on every single review that I do of these guys. So his centre back obviously means that goals and assists not really relevant in this review, and he starts at 17 years old, so a slightly longer review of the years, because we're doing 3 years first, then 24, 28, and 32, and they're the years we're going to be doing. So obviously, as you can see straight away, great heading ability, 15, good tackling, good marking, good technique, good determination. The physicality looks really good as well. Now obviously, in his first season, he has not signed a new contract, so you can actually renew him. I'll try and sign him. So we're going to try and do that right now. Let's have a look and see if we can sign him. So guys, I've done a scout report on him for you, and I'm trying different ways of doing these videos to see what people like and what they don't like. So feedback always welcome on the videos down below. I'm doing a video soon to talk about styles and the feedback, and I've done a whole about what to do in FM25. So the transfer fee is going to be quite high. Yeah, if you prefer a loan move instead, 51 to 64 million pounds. So a loan move, I don't. They're not going to accept that. They're not going to accept that at all. Yeah, they're not going to accept. I mean, if you try and negotiate this now and quickly have a look at this, future mandatory future fee, 51 million pounds. Yeah, so they're not going to accept that. What would they say? Yeah, so it's going to cost you a lot of money, 51 to 64 million pounds. There is no lease clause in his contract. His scout report indicates from United at least he's very good in the air with card. Guessed that, and he's adaptable to living in another country. Needs to learn the language, but own position not an issue because he's a centre back. I'm not got a problem with that. His development is weak on his left foot, very strong on his right foot, and generally he's got good base stats for a 17-year-old at the start of the game. Now then, the key thing is he going to get played? I think physically he's going to develop really, really well. The key thing is he going to actually develop in technical and mental stats? Let's find out. Right, so he's still at Lille, which is not a big surprise at 20 years old. Maybe the first 3 years, people watching develop and keep an eye on him. And he's got the main stats for the defender obviously are the heading, marking, and tackling, all 15 plus, 16 plus, 16 on the heading. Good anticipation, good concentration, decision making, and determination. Good physical stats as well. Again, good strength, pace, agility. These all increase even more. I'm convinced that they will. Avoid using weaker foot, defense, taking long shots. Again, he should do because he's a defender. Injury wise, he looks okay. At a glance, it's not an issue. Clear stats, we can look at these technically, but they're not going to really tell us that much about the player. He got 3 goals, then 1 goal, 2 assists. So maybe on set pieces, you could maybe be a threat. Obviously scoring them at one end, but also maybe defending them at your end could be highly useful. And then his current ability is 167, both on recommended and current ability. So we're getting close towards your potential. So the key thing is getting played. He's getting good football. He's got 84 games total for his club in the last 2 seasons, and there is the development as a result of that. So that's good to see. So I hope that continues. release clause, there is no release clause, it's contract. I do show this occasionally, just to make you really sure. It might not happen in your save, and if it was on here, it might not happen in your save, but I was want you know that if it does come up in this review, there's a possibility that they could take a release clause in there. So, 4 more years. Let's go. Right, it's gone to Real Madrid, so now we get a transfer fee to discuss. And again, what we thought would increase has increased. The heading, the marking, tackling are still good. The main stats on the mental stats are still good. On anticipation, concentration, decision, determination, and positioning. And physically, like I said, he's an absolute monster. We kind of guessed that. I've done these a few times over the years, and it can make sense when the players go really develop physically. And usually this is quite consistent, in my opinion. I don't think ability has any bearing on the physicality. I don't think. It shouldn't do, but if it does, please correct me, but I don't think it should matter. The player, as long as he keeps playing and don't get injured, they should relatively develop. But I don't know if they change it slightly, so there's some variation in that. So, development, we've got mark components tightly and refrains from long shots, still obviously very one-footed. I'm assuming no injuries, based on how he's developing. Well, he's got injuries, but nothing that was overly concerning. A 5-week injury here for breaking, for a sprained knee ligament from twice. Okay, not too worrying. Now the fee. What did they pay for him? I would get a drink of water and spit it out, but that would mess up my bedding and the monitor. Are they high? $220 million. I'm sorry, unless he's like the perfect defender who scores 40 goals a season as well, he's not worth £220 million. He just ain't. Wow. I would never get an offer like that from my players. At least I don't think I have. If you have, let me know in the comment section. That's insane. That's insane. What's his current release clause? So basically, the release clause is basically it's double the fee they paid for him, ish. 250 would have been like, yeah. So basically, they just doubled the fee they paid for him and put a release clause on that amount. All right, your money, Madrid, but that's a lot of money. That is stupid. I think he's a great defender, don't get me wrong, but that fee's massive. Surely you won't have to pay that in game. I don't know where they got that fee. Anyway, there were 4 more years. Let's continue. Alright, still Real Madrid, no surprise there, given the fee they probably want for him. And again, it's relatively the same. We've got solid mental stats, solid physical stats, well, insane physical stats, sorry, and very good technical ability as well. That's relatively the same since he peaked at the age of 24. His current ability is at 180, which is basically his peak. This is, if he gets something like this in real life, I'd be delighted for United, from United's point of view, once he's fit again. Same player traits, I'm assuming, same release clause, yeah. Injuries, have a look. Relatively okay. And getting stats, we can look at it. I mean, I'm not going to get too hung up on it. 3 goals, 3 assists, 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 and 5, 1 and 2, and 5 and 2. Again, I think maybe it could maybe be a great threat from set pieces. But I think he's just a colossus at the back and just could be marching at defense really, really well. But yeah, a lot of money. Potentially, you could. I don't know whether you're just really stupid and just pay the money, or whether you can get him cheaper than that. I've not seen him move in a save. I've not tried to sign him in a save, but we did see at the start of the review that we had a range of 40 to 60 million. So I think if you just start early on, scout him early, and put a lot of pressure to sign him, you could maybe get him cheaper. The downside to this is if he gets 180 range and he starts developing, that fee could go quite high. But I think he's brilliant. He's a brilliant centre back. So we'll final jump and see how the physicals hold up in into his 30s. Insanely, they've got higher, 15 plus on everything, which is the threshold I have for the green. I think he's stunning. I think he's obviously a 10. He's brilliant physically. He's got very good mental stats, and the key attributes for defending, other than dribbling, for wide centre back are all 15 plus. And one technique. I think he's brilliant. 10. I think the transfer fees are high, but I don't think it's worth making him anything less than a 10 out of 10. I don't see a negative side to him. The fee obviously can be varied in each save, obviously, so we don't negatively fall that down too much. But the insane physical stats, I think he's absolutely fantastic. He's not overly injury prone, in my opinion. He's only here for 4 months, but that's back in his career. So early in his career, not that bad, in my opinion. I don't really know what they class as injury prone. Is it amount or severity? I always debate it in my head. Career stats, I mean, he's a threat in the box. 5 goals and 2, 1 and 2, 4 and 7, 4 and 3, 5 and 9, 5 goals, 2 assists, in case you want to doing it around. Yeah, I like him. I think the fees stupid what they paid for him. But I suppose at the end of the day, if you're winning Champions League with him and the Liga titles, you don't really care. I think the key thing is if you want to get this guy early on, shortlist him, scout him for a year or months, keep getting interesting, keep at it, and then hopefully he wants to leave to come to you. The fee gets dropped down a lot lower, and you can get him early on. Obviously, hopefully you get the 180 version of him. I would say, regardless of that, I think he's still be a very good centre back. And I'm really interested to see you guys sign him in your saves, and also interested to see how he gets on in real life for United as well. So I was curious about this guy personally. So if you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you have enjoyed it, hit that like button down below and subscribe to keep updated with the content on the channel. Hit the notification bell as well. It does help you get notification when a video goes live. If you've got a player you want to look at, leave his name, this year, nationality down below. We're still going to make videos this round to the end of FM24, sorry. I'm taking a break from FM24 at the end of between 2 games soon, about late October, early November-ish. Also, on the screen right now, I have so links to my Deportivo series and Bayern Munich series. Check those out as well. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. But until next time, thank you so much for watching.